I've been on the grind, ain't got no time for crying. But when I'm alone, I can't help but dry my eyes. Look up in the mirror and tears keep on falling down. There for everybody, but it's no one else around. I gotta keep it moving. My heart.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl B Octavia, and I am back with another video. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, my name is B Octavia. I am 23 years old, and I'm from Washington, D.C. First, I want to say from the video that I dropped yesterday of me just telling you guys what's going on in my life, I really do appreciate the feedback and I appreciate the encouragement, and we're going to keep it pushing. I'm feeling a lot better, and every time that I expose or vent about what's going on currently in my personal life, I do feel better and I do feel like I can come to terms with it. So, another thing that I wanted to say was a shout out to Dip301. I have done a previous shout out to this artist from Maryland, you know, from the DMV. And I'm really a big fan of his music and his sound. You can tell music is his passion. You know, some people really do just be fucking around. The song that is in my intro is his new song, and that song is called Eat, E.A.T, okay? On SoundCloud right now. I love the message. I love everything that he said. It's just a well put together song. So make sure that you go support Dip301. You know, support a real artist. Support real music that's coming from the heart. And shout out to you. Keep doing exactly what you're doing and you're going to get far. I know that. So, with all of that being said, let's get into the video. This video will be about Michael Fray Salters. If you don't know my content, if you have never seen what I have done previously, previous to this video, I like to talk about what's going on in today's time, but I also like to take it back in time so that we can understand the people that came before us. You know, it's a reason why they made an impact. It could be positive or negative in the city, but I want to expose that. I feel like, you know, a lot of times when a person passes away, or even if they are from a time that is before you, people in my generation tend to not give respect to those people. And I definitely want to show respect to the people that came before me. And, you know, hopefully their lives and deaths can teach me something and will teach me something. So, Michael Fray was said to be the ambassador of Chocolate City. If you don't know what Chocolate City is, I guess I'm the representation of what Chocolate City is, okay? Washingtonians, a lot of them are black. You know, this is a heavily populated city of black people. So, he was said to be the ambassador of Chocolate City, which is a very high up title. I've never heard of such a respected title in DC, so I salute him for that. Also, you know, in understanding a person, I felt like it was important to go to people's opinions of him, just the overall characteristics of Michael Fray. And a lot of people respected him. A lot of people still have respect for him, and there were a lot of characteristics that are linked to trust and respect, loyalty and love. The number one thing that comes to mind for me is how in my childhood and growing up in DC, I wish I would have heard about Michael Fray a lot sooner. Even from the people who were my elders, you know, just to hear about a male who held himself with so much dignity and so much respect, and just the overall values of Michael Fray and the characteristics of him would have made me view men in a different way, and maybe made me have hope that men aren't so much one way in DC. I can just tell from pictures and like I said, from what people said about him, that he was a man of his word, you know? And a lot of people, when wanting me to talk about Michael Fray, they wanted me to speak on Rayful admin basically making the takeover and taking over DC, you know, taking over the ultimate control of what happens in the drug game or whatever. The characteristic of not fucking around, being about your business, but also treating people fair. To be feared, but also be respected. Now, even Wayne Perry can't hold that title to me because, yes, to be feared, but a lot of your actions can't be respected in my eyes. You know, a lot of his actions in the past can't be respected in my mind. You know, that's just me being honest. So, once Rayful Edmond took over, Michael Fray's position kind of moved to the overseer. You know, the Godfather, the person that can ultimately diffuse a situation or amplify a situation. Just in a head nod, just in a simple word, just in a look. That's the power that he possessed. And to me, it kind of sounds like the ultimate OG. Him being older than Rayful, him being older than a lot of the dudes that was out there, really made people look to him for advice about street shit. And he was the person to answer it because he's been through it all, you know. Very distinguished in the street game. And the thing that I noticed about Michael Fray and the articles that I read about Michael Fray, I noticed that a lot of people couldn't and didn't link him to murder. They didn't associate him with drugs or murder. They associated him more with being a peacemaker. A person that, like I said, can diffuse situations between various hoods. And regardless of him actually being linked to drugs or to murder, his characteristics, his personality, and the morals that he lived by really do overshadow anything that anybody isn't talking about, you know? I don't never want to make assumptions about a man. You know, I don't ever want to make assumptions about a man as far as, you know, what he did that nobody really talked about, because I'm looking at it for face value. I'm looking at the person that he is. I'm doing my research on the person that he is. It speaks louder to me. His life really does give you a sort of inspiration that you can be taken serious and you can be respected without really having to fuck everybody up in your path. You know, you don't have to be on such a self-destructive path to get where he was, if you understand what I'm saying. So Rayful actually testified in court that Michael Fray was the person to basically get in between the guns, you know, of Rayful's crew and the Trinidad crew, leading to peace, you know what I mean? A peacemaker. And honestly, you know, it's a dangerous job to be a peacemaker. It's a dangerous job to always be the voice of reason. And I'm glad that this video is coming after my video on my personal situation, because I don't know how he felt always being in the middle. You know, I think that that would really be the thing that would piss me off the most, because normally these beefs, it be over small shit that we can talk out, but somebody has to get in between the guns or the knives or the fists in order for y'all to really talk. We gotta change that, you know?